What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chat Room, a podcast dedicated with having interviews with upcoming stars and influencers of our generation. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram at thechatroom.tcr and on Twitter at thechatroom_TCR. Also, don't forget to become one of our valued Patreon members, which allows you to unlock exclusive content while also supporting this podcast. Enjoy the episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode. It's the first episode of April, and yeah, it was an incredible way to end the month of March last Wednesday with the relationship episode. But yeah, today we're just gonna get into an incredible episode, something that's like dear to my heart. But without further ado, let me just introduce to you my guests for today. We've got someone that you know very well, Mr. Tshego South, bro. Welcome back, man. How you doing, man?
What it do. Thanks for inviting me once again, man. Like Kudzai. Guys, I don't know if you know, and I don't know if I mentioned this the first time, but Kudzai's nickname is Kudzai. So yeah. Anyway.
Hey, dude, I bet all the Zimbabwean listeners are like, but yo, bro, like everyone that's named Kudzai is known as Kudzai. But we're going to forgive you. We're going to forgive you for that one. But Tshego, bro, like the last time we met, you said the first thing you're going to do out of lockdown is go to your barber, bro. So did you manage to do that?
Bro, listen, like, I don't remember if that was the first. I think I actually saw Baxbara before I went to my barber.
Hey, dog, do you know what's funny, dog? Like, I was here thinking that you were like, you're not gonna see your special friend first. But I'm glad you redeemed yourself. But speaking of special friends, we've got Barbara here with us. How you doing, Barbara?
Hello.
And by the way, Barbara has like an incredible YouTube channel. So I think we're gonna plug you. We're gonna plug you into that because there's hectic stuff there. Tshego is involved in that as well. But Barbara, how are you doing?
I'm fabulous, and how are you, Kudzai?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm just getting chowed here by course, but that won't be happening for long because soon I'll be chowing. But yeah,
That's funny.
Bro, Kudzai fine, dog. Is that lit day? Is it lit?
Is it lit?
I'll be fine. There by course side, because you're like, I'm getting chowed. I felt that, bro. That I'll be fine.
Hey, bro, no, I'll be fine, dude. We have to pull through, and today we're going to be speaking of the blood, which is going to help me to conquer. Amen.
I was about to say.
But guys, we just came out of an incredible conference, and we're just going to speak a little bit about Easter because, a lot of people underrate Easter, and I think it's only fitting for us to speak about it. So getting straight into that, this is a question to both of you, and I just want to hear your perspectives on this. But why do you think we celebrate Easter? Tshego, we can start with you, bro.
Praise God.
Why do we? I think firstly, man, and that's really something that we need to understand when it comes to God is everything is personalized, everything is unique, everything is it's not a one size fits all. You feel what I'm saying? Because we're all different people and all of that stuff. And that's really, for me at least, the story of Easter. And that's why I'm answering the question I am, because yes, we can talk about, it's the resurrection of Jesus. But what does that mean, And what it means to me is different to what it means to Barbara, is different to what it means to Kudzai. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, for me, that why we celebrate Easter is that's the game changer. Like you said, like we chatted about the blood and all of that. That's the game changer. That lets me. That's what enables me and empowers me to be able not to just survive, but to thrive, to go above and beyond, to conquer. Yeah. Because of everything that Jesus did in leading up to the cross. Because Jesus was a dope individual, a dope man, the most person to personally ask me, but I cannot access the way he moved, and I cannot fulfill what he's called me to fulfill unless Easter and what happened, the 7 places he shed the blood, unless all of that took place. So yeah. That's me.
All right, cool, bro. Thank you for that, man. And Barbara, why do you think we celebrate Easter personally?
I think it's sort of like very similar to what Tshego said in the fact that it's a very personal thing. I think for me, Easter's always a time of like reflection and just looking at the way my life has been going and where it should be, where I'm not conquering, where I can do better. Because if not, then what is the point? What is the why?
What is the why? Okay, so just keeping let me just keep you here to answer the next question. But like when I was speaking to Tshego actually on a call the other day, I was like, I personally think Easter is more important than Christmas, but Christmas comes with all the the nice things, the presents and all that stuff. I know with Easter, there's the Easter bunny, Easter eggs, but Christmas is seen on a bigger scale than Easter. So I want to ask you this: do you think Easter is more important than Christmas? Just before we get into what Easter is really about.
More important? I don't know about more important. I think maybe they're probably on an equal scale because Christmas is where we receive the actual gift, but Easter is where the power was unlocked. So I don't really think that there's one more important than the other. I think it's just all about making sure that you don't really get caught up in the whole commercial side of everything, but really taking the time to sit down and consider what the day actually means.
Easter wouldn't have happened if Christmas didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, as much, it's almost, am I going to do this? I'm about to do this. Chicken or the egg. You feel what I'm saying? Like legit, the egg is the chicken. The Easter, the egg is
You're
the
such
egg.
a clown, yo.
Dude, like I'm just shaking my head. Like, yo.
Same. Big same.
The one, I don't say needed the other, but like they're equally like mad important. I think they're just put up in the commercial hype and stuff of things, and not even just the commercial hype, just I think also just like obviously we're young people, so just the way in which there's no awareness as to why like this is a big deal. For some people it's wow, long from studies, but what does it actually mean? For some people it's like, okay, December, but what does it actually mean? So
No, 100%, bro. Like I really hadn't thought about that. But moving on, G. So why is Easter important? We're talking of why we celebrate it. Which one is more important than the other? But like, why is Easter on its own important? We spoke a little bit about the blood, and I think this, the blood is just strong, guys. So I think there's so much to say about this. But just to summarize it over this episode, bro, like, why is Easter actually important in our lives? I don't know who wants to take it first. Let's go with Tshego, bro. Like, what do you think?
That, bro, like it's really just about the mere fact that Easter is but what Jesus did on the cross is what gives me the right to be able to really walk out the purposes God has for my life. And this is why I say that, because at the end of the day, I'm a human being and I'm gonna mess up, and I've messed up. I've disappointed many people. I've made guys, like I'm a mess, like I'm a horrendous man, and God is working on me, but the only reason that I can still boldly say, Lord, here I am, Lord, use me, and still boldly come to the throne of grace and still boldly be a child of God is because despite the fact that I as an individual am messed up and broken, have issues for days, thinking in a skewed manner, right? Jesus on the cross said, no, fam, let me take upon that nature, right? And let me give you what I'm saying. So that's the thing, is a lot of times like people just live, and this is especially like I'm gonna go there, like in South Africa particularly, and I'm speaking because I'm South African, so I have context. I can't speak about Zim and Uganda and all those places because I don't have context. But in South Africa, if you're black, like chances are you were probably raised in a Christian household, where you did Christian things, go to church, or you pray so you're very familiar with like what it is. And that was really like my experience, like you're very familiar with church, all of this stuff. But And it may even be saved, but not really living in the freedom of that salvation. You feel what I'm saying? Like you are, yeah. So like the gate has been unlocked. You know, the prison door has been unlocked, but you're still inside. So you're free to go, but you're still inside. And that's what the blood does. What Jesus did on the cross is what affords me the ability to be able to stand strong in authority's face, to be able to say, no, I bind you, Jesus. Why? I bind you, devil. Why? Because Jesus went and he literally took the keys to the gates of Hades. I can't do any of that stuff unless what Jesus did happens. And that's why I say it's the game changer, because I can be saved and still live under the curse, right? But when the curse of whatever it is that my family mistakes, my family has made, generational curses, the curse of poverty, the curse of whatever it is, but Jesus says it doesn't have to be that way, because I took all of that upon me so that you don't have to live that way. You know, so the first Adam came in Adam and he moshad, right? And then Jesus came, the second Adam, and all of that upon himself, and he said so that you can live freely. So yeah, that's really the profoundness behind Easter. And again, everything, it needs to be personal. So everything I'm speaking to you guys about is like personal. You know, the identity is very personal to me. You know, I'm not a like again, I've got issues for days, you know, but I know, you know, like you were saying, Kudzai and Bax, that you will conquer because of the blood. Yes, academics, it's lit, you are wishing all of those things, but you will conquer because of the blood. You've seen it before, you know it. You know that I can, not my ability, because who am I? I can because Jesus said so, and because Jesus did it for me. So yeah.
I think what's cool about that is that God literally expects the bare minimum from us when it comes to being able to apply the blood in your life. Like, there's no sort of qualification or, you know, track record that you should have kept in order to qualify for whatever it was that Tshego was speaking about. You literally just have to say yes. That's all it's about. It's about knowing and then saying yes and then walking out in it.
Yeah,
100%. So Barbara, can you just explain to the listeners what the blood is? Because, you know, we've spoken we conquer by the blood, but there's a lot of people that actually don't understand what the blood is. And, you know, we know that obviously Jesus had to bleed because he was whipped and everything, right? But what does it represent, you know, each drop of that blood? So do you just mind giving a short explanation to those that don't understand?
I think part one, I can fully relate to those people because I used to be that person, like Ascension Day, Easter, Good Friday, you know, we'd all go to the hall for assembly and the headmaster always brings this guest speaker and they're speaking about God knows what. And you're always just sitting there like, yes, definitely. Same thing with
your head.
Getting saved. Yeah, but you don't really know what's going on. And then I got saved and I get to church and you hear about the cross and the revelation of the cross and the revelation of the cross, and once you have the revelation of the cross, the blood will do what, and it's just like, okay, yeah. You know, yeah. But like I said right at the beginning, what the blood is a personal relationship with God. It's you sitting and saying, okay, this is where I fall short. Jesus died so that I don't have to fall short. It's a matter of me stepping up and acknowledging where I'm at and saying, God, I'm here. I need you to fill the gaps. And that's what the blood does. The blood basically builds the bridge from where you're at and where you need to be. I don't know if that making sense.
100%. And there's something so interesting that you were saying, and I love it because, like, you mentioned the revelation of the cross, and you know, for those that know the meaning of revelation, it means like something's revealed to you. So the fact that you have a revelation of the cross means that now you can understand what the blood is about. So you can't understand the blood without having a revelation of the cross, which is something that I think is crazy.
Dax was saying about the whole, like, it's a personal revelation. At the end of the day, like, before we even get to the blood, you for yourself need to have a relationship with God. You feel me? It's like this, and this has blown my mind, right? I have a relationship with my mom, you know. So if someone comes to me and says, Tshego, your mom doesn't love you, like, I don't even pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this is a joke. Like, don't you have, like, go study? Don't you have an assignment to do? Like, right? I know that that's not the case. You feel me? Because I have a relationship with this individual, and that's what it is at the end. That's where it starts, is because you have relationship with God, because I have relationship with Bax, right? No one can come and say anything about Bax, this, Bax, that, because I know, because I have relationship with Bax. I'm the one who's on the phone with Bax, So because I have relationship with Barbara, whatever they say to me about them that doesn't corroborate with my relationship with them is immediately dismissed by me, because I'm like, that's not the case. You feel me? So that's where it starts at the end of the day. Okay, cool. Do I have a relationship with God? Because God can't reveal something to you if you don't know Him.
You don't have a relationship.
You love, like inside. And that's where everything ultimately starts, is having a relationship with God for yourself, not through another individual, because you can fully have acquaintance. I was chatting to Bax about the fact that I know, or I'm cool with one of her friends, but her friend is not my friend. I know that friend through Bax, and that's sometimes the issue, is we know God through people, but it's not like
through the pastors and stuff. Yeah.
Oh man.
If I'm just sitting with this friend, it's like, hey, how's the weather? Oh yes, okay. And that's one thing I hate. I really hate shallow conversation personally, because I'm like, so much going on. Like, life is real. Let's chat about the real stuff. But because I don't have a relationship with you, now we're busy talking about school this, school that, which is fine. Like, I don't mind. It's just like, let's get to the nitty gritty. But because I don't have a relationship, this is all we can chat about at this point in time. And that's the thing, is it's about you personally having a relationship with them, and that's really what it is. That's really what will change your life. It's not doing things or doing religious things or going to a religious occasion and all of that stuff. Because what happens when all of that's taken away? It's about you and God. Yeah.
And that's what lockdown did to a lot of people's relationship with God.
Fully. It exposed where we were at. Like, I saw my bum. Like,
all
I
right,
genuinely
so
saw my
bro, just sorry to jump in, bro. So is it revelation first, then relationship, or relationship then revelation?
Relationship then revelation.
All right.
That's
revelation. I think revelation comes as a result of the relationship.
Yeah, 100%. Because you won't get it. Like, understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't know why, or if I don't know you, I won't understand why. Because that's what revelation is. It's like, like I try to be funny earlier. I wanted to be funny and say a synonym for revelation is epiphany, which is like not that much of a help. But like I won't, if I don't know the person, I won't know why the person is doing what they're doing. And that's the revelation. Is a you are unveiling, you are revealing, right? Because that's the verb form of revelation. You are revealing, right, what it is that you would like me to, how you'd like me to move, what it is you're about. That doesn't happen if I don't have the relationship. I can't reveal something to someone I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So Bob, we're talking about Easter, right? So now, right, we know what the blood does, we know what the blood did, we know it's about personal relationships, right? So, I think one of the most important acts that Jesus did was to, come back to life. And tell us what the resurrection of Jesus actually means on its own. The day that he came out of that tomb, why was it so significant for the human race?
Because he conquered death. He conquered death. Something. Guys, don't laugh. I'm being so serious. Jesus conquered death, and it defies everything. Like, you can't fight. You can't. I'm trying to Englishize this as best as I possibly can, but it was the turning point, because it's like the devil does something and he thinks, okay, now I finally got them, but then Jesus does the exact opposite of what was expected, which is to just carry on living his life. And then it's like, whoa, what must happen now? And it literally just shows you just how big and how powerful Jesus is, because hey man,
fully. Like the resurrection of Jesus, right? Number one, is like the greatest April Fool's joke ever made in the history of history, guys. Do you understand?
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, you thought you killed this guy, then he's like, good morning, surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this, guys? Like, he's dead. Do you understand? He's dead. Like, he died. He's not sleeping for a long time. He's dead. He's not sick. He's dead. Then see, guys, switch on. How dope is that? That's like, oh my goodness. Jesus was the Undertaker before the Undertaker was the Undertaker. Couldn't kill him. Can't do. Like Baxter saying, like it's fully defied everything that you know, like you think you know. And then this man dies, and you see him die. Think about it. You see this man die. Then you see him on Sunday. Ting, 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 ting. Now he's coming out of the tomb.
I thought you were gonna do the Undertaker song, the ding. Just imagine Jesus rolling out of the tomb. Ding, ding. Nah, that's mad.
The angle song. So yeah, guys, hey, Jesus is badass, people. Hey, that man.
And bro, like, Tshego, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but like the crazy thing about when you say he conquered death, it's not just literal death. Obviously, he rose up again, in the physical, but death represents a lot of things. Like it signifies, poverty, stress, depression, whatever. And he conquered all those stuff, and I think for me, that's why I'm like, yo, Easter is really important, because now when I'm depressed, I remember on the cross, Jesus conquered that. When I'm getting chowed by a horse, I remember, well, Jesus conquered that, and I don't have to worry anymore. And I think that's the greatest thing as a Christian, knowing that you don't have to live in worry, bro.
Like, it's crazy, because like the thing is, like, it's in the Bible, like death has lost its sting, because it has. That is like the absolute final thing that you can ever do to an individual. You feel me? Is like, kill them, because when it's done, it's done. But if death doesn't even get you down, what is it that can? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is that death has genuinely lost its sting. That's why it's so important, man. And this is why, for me personally, like my heart, I was chatting to a man yesterday, and we were busy speaking about my studies. I told him I'm doing my final year, all of that stuff. Then he's like, okay, nah, cool. Then I was like, yeah, I plan to do honors. Then he's like, oh, okay, cool. Then you're going to America. Then I'm like, no ways. Like, I was like, what do you mean I'm going to America? Because I really have a burning passion for Africa. It is burning, people. It is burning. It's, oh my goodness gracious me, right? It is burning.
Fire.
That we have is insane, unparalleled. You know what I'm saying? So yes, things right now may seem desperate. Things right now may seem like desolate. May seem like like there's no hope, there's no tomorrow. But if Jesus conquered death, if Jesus conquered death, what is sickness? If Jesus conquered death, vision. If Jesus conquered death, what is disease? What is poverty? What are all these things that plague us as Africans? What is unemployment if Jesus conquered death? And that is why I can be a person who has hope for the tomorrow, because I know that Jesus, guys, he says on the cross, John 19:30, right? Tetelestai, it is finished, it's done. Like, guys, case closed. We're moving on. Like, the series is finished now. It's over. If there's not another season coming, okay, we're done. Like, sign, seal, delivered. Like, it's been, and that's why we can go forth and be people who conquer in everything that you do, because it's done. Like, Jesus took care of it. Over. It's finished. Yeah.
Yo, and Jesus just had swag, man. Like, sorry, this is just a side note, guys. But like, you had swag. Just imagine you're dying, and then your last words are, "It is finished." Then 3 days later, what up? It ain't finished. But nah, I'm kidding, guys. But no, that's just in case. So just getting into some fun questions, because we are competitive people, because we are human beings. So I got a little bit of a trivia. I've got some trivia for you guys. Who should I start with? Who knows? Who thinks they know Easter best? Yeah.
Can I wave a white flag?
No, Barbara. This is war, Barbara. This is serious stuff.
Yeah.
But okay, let me start with Tshego. Bro, where did the Easter Bunny legend begin? Germany, England, Spain, or Italy?
Germany.
100%. 100%.
Yes,
so that's 1 point. That's 1 point. Hey, Barbara, no pressure. Hey, no pressure. But
Thank you, Doug. Get this bread.
Your question, Barbara. Where did the act of painting Easter eggs originate from? Russia, Croatia,
Russia. I say Russia.
Ukraine. No, that's wrong.
Okay, fine.
You see, you should have let me finish. You know, you're the people that don't answer the questions.
No,
the ones that go A, B, C, D, E, F. But Tshego, do you want to hop onto that?
Onto that, I will after this.
He doesn't
Back to
know
like
also.
No, I do know. What is this? Okay, back to like those people who like, you know, when you receive like your exam question paper, right? You see question 1, you're like, hey, good. Then question 2, like, then you're like, question 4. Then you're like, you're skipping because it's like this. I'll get to something I know. Then you get to question 6, and it's like you've only done half of question 1. So yeah, jokes. Personally, I was gonna say Russia. Hey, that was gonna be my answer.
You see,
right.
because they paint those little galaxies.
Yeah, those balls.
Okay, no, you guys are close, but it's the country next to Russia. It's Ukraine. But I think you guys. I think that was a good try.
I didn't take geography, you.
But okay, so it's still 1-0 to Tshego. And then Tshego, your next question and your last question, by the way, is pretzels used to be associated with Easter. True or false?
Pretzels used to be associated with Easter. False. Because pretzels are from Germany.
All right,
pretzels
cool. That answer is wrong. It's true. Pretzels actually used to be associated with Easter. So hey, dude, I'm just the messenger, bro. I'm just the messenger here. These are facts. You know.
I just say you didn't want us to get the questions right.
That with so much like confidence. Like I've embarrassed myself.
Hey, bro. Hey, you know when you get out of exam and you think you've chowed it, right? And then it turns out that you've been chowed.
It's a fight.
All right, cool.
Yes,
Barbara, last question. I think this one is an easy one. In Germany, it is illegal to dance in public on Good Friday. True or false?
Germany is a rough country, Joe. It's illegal. True or false? So
to dance in public on Good Friday.
I'm gonna go with false.
The answer is wrong. It's true. In Germany, it's actually illegal to dance in public.
You see, I knew
on
it.
Good Friday.
I knew it.
In some states, but most states. But guys,
so
I think
I'm right.
Yeah, you are right and wrong. I think we'll give you a half mark. But either way, Tshego wins because he had one full question correct. So
okay, but if Tshego wins, I win by association.
There we go.
That's yo. I feel like I'm third wheeling on that one because that was deep stuff. But guys, it's been terrific having you guys here today. And I'm sure for those people that did not understand what Easter is all about, have a little bit of a picture when it comes to Easter now. So thank you for coming on, Barbara and Tshego.
Thank you for having us.
No problem.
Really
and yes, listeners, we are done for today. And I just want to thank Tshego and Barbara once again. Barbara, again, like I told you guys, has an insane YouTube channel. So I am going to plug you with that. I'm going to put the link in the description. Yeah, apparently she's going to win the South African, the best YouTube South African person, apparently. Word on the street.
Yes, we apply the blood and we receive it.
Yes, we're going to plug you with that. But guys, thank you guys for really listening to this podcast. We hit 1,000 downloads the other week, so thank you for that.
Hey.
And we did hit the number one spot in society and culture in Zimbabwe on Apple Podcasts. So that's another win for the chat room. So shout out. Hey, yes, this is why I love church people. They clap for everything. Yes, hallelujah. But
to Kudzai every The chat room, you know the vibe.
You know the vibe. You know the vibe. Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time, peace.